Have you ever heard someone being called a narcissist? It's a term that gets thrown around quite a bit these days. But what does it mean? In this video, we'll dive into the world of a narcissist and break down its meaning, letter by letter. So if you've ever wondered what it's all about or suspect you might be dealing with a narcissist, stick around because we're about to uncover the meaning behind this intriguing word. Let's get started. N. Narrow-minded. Since narcissists are so self-absorbed, they tend to have a limited perspective. Narcissists only see the world through their lens and struggle to consider other people's feelings, opinions, or experiences. It's like they imprison themselves in their little bubble, where everything revolves around them. This narrow-mindedness can be frustrating to deal with. Since they're not open to different viewpoints, they might dismiss or ignore the thoughts and needs of others. It's almost like trying to have a meaningful conversation with a brick wall sometimes. A. Arrogant. Narcissists are inclined to boast about their achievements, whether or not they're impressive. They love to show off and be the center of attention. Narcissists talk over others, interrupt conversations, and dismiss anyone who disagrees. It's like they can't handle any criticism or differing opinions. But here's the thing, their arrogance is often just a cover-up. Deep down, narcissists have low self-esteem. Narcissists use their arrogance as a defense mechanism to protect themselves from feeling vulnerable or inadequate. They're constantly trying to convince themselves and others that they're the best people in the world. R. Reckless. One thing that stands out about narcissists is how reckless they can be. They're so wrapped in their little world that they don't think about the consequences of their actions. They'll do whatever it takes to get what they want, even if it means trampling over others in the process. Narcissists have this exaggerated sense of self-importance. They think they're the center of the universe and that the rules don't apply to them. So they'll take risks without considering the harm they could cause themselves or others. This reckless behavior can have serious consequences. They might engage in irresponsible spending, substance abuse, or even physically endanger themselves and others. C. Controlling. Narcissists have this constant desire for power and domination. They want to be the center of attention and do whatever it takes to ensure they're in charge. They want to control other people's thoughts, actions, and emotions. Narcissists see themselves as the ultimate authority, and everyone else is there to serve their needs. So suppose you come across someone who seems to have this insatiable hunger for control and can't stand not being the one calling the shots. In that case, there's a good chance you're dealing with a narcissist. They're among the most dangerous and toxic individuals. But understanding their controlling nature can help you protect yourself and navigate their behavior more effectively. I. Inflated. So when we say narcissists are inflated, it means they have an exaggerated sense of self-worth. Narcissists pump up with much air like you would inflate a balloon. They see themselves as better than others and often believe they deserve special treatment or admiration from everyone around them. This inflated self-image can make them act indifferently toward other people. Narcissists might constantly seek attention and praise and have difficulty considering other people's feelings or needs. They're so focused on themselves that they don't realize or care about how their actions might affect others. S. Superior. Narcissists think they are superior to others in almost every aspect of life. They believe they are more intelligent, talented, and deserving of success and attention. They constantly seek validation and admiration from others to reinforce this idea of their superiority. It's important to know that not everyone confident or self-assured is a narcissist. We all have moments of feeling good about ourselves, and that's perfectly normal. But with narcissists, it goes way beyond that. Their sense of superiority is extreme and often accompanied by a lack of empathy for others. S. Self-centered. Do you know those people who always talk about themselves, constantly seeking attention and admiration? Well, that's the hallmark of a self-centered person, or in other words, a narcissist. They tend to dominate conversations, steering them back to themselves and hardly bother listening to what you say. Narcissists' reflection in a mirror is the most fascinating thing to them. They love to be the show's stars and can't resist talking about their achievements, looks, or anything else that makes them feel important. Narcissists always want to be in the spotlight like celebrities or VIPs, pushing everyone else backstage. I. Insecure. Underneath narcissists' inflated egos and self-centeredness, they're pretty insecure. Narcissists have this deep-seated fear of being unimportant or inadequate. They're constantly seeking validation from others to boost their fragile self-esteem. Without that constant validation, narcissists start to doubt their value and feel anxious or depressed. Their insecurity also comes from a deep fear of being rejected or abandoned. They're afraid that if people saw their true selves, flaws and all, they would face rejection and be left alone. So to fake themselves, narcissists put on this glorious facade and try to control how others perceive them. S. Selfish. Dealing with narcissists can be challenging, as their selfishness often leads to toxic relationships. They only think about themselves and disregard the well-being of others around them. It's important to set boundaries and be aware of their manipulative tactics. Remember, it's not your responsibility to cater to their ego at the expense of your well-being. Narcissists are selfish and the most complicated people to be around. It's always good to watch for those red flags and surround yourself with people who value and respect you for who you are. T. Tactless. Tactless means having a knack for saying the wrong thing at the wrong time without considering how it might affect others. And narcissists take this to a whole new level. Imagine you're conversing with a narcissist and you share something personal or vulnerable. Instead of offering support or understanding, narcissists might dismiss your feelings or make it all about them. They might say something hurtful or insensitive without even realizing it. It's like they're so focused on themselves that they forget there are other people with their thoughts and feelings. Understanding the acronym of narcissist helps us recognize and navigate relationships with individuals who possess these traits. Just remember, N is for narrow-minded, A is for arrogant, R is reckless, C is controlling, I is inflated, S superior, S self-centered, I is for, do you remember? How about the last S? Lastly, T is for tactless. It reminds us to prioritize healthy boundaries, self-care, and empathy while encouraging us to support and guide those struggling with narcissistic tendencies. We can strive to create a more understanding and inclusive world for all by fostering awareness and compassion. If you learn from this video, you will surely learn more about this next one. Watch this video over here. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.